Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. The kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. On play action, Fields eluding the pressure right. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. To throw is Fields. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. the shotgun is Jones. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. On third down, it's Prescott.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Tucker's kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And in this very cold night.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Right back to him on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. And now here's a carry heading left. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
On 1st down, Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just stuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 24 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Prescott. Drops it to Jones in the flat. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, sometimes despite the best planning, the defense actually has a plan as well, and they blanketed everyone on that play. They were able to close it down and spill it for a loss.
Prescott to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
61 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Second down at 4.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Back to throw. Fields.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Here's Fields.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a handoff looking right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big pickup there on the run.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. It's Glover, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as the Bears push further out in front. Rosas good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott escaping the pressure right.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. It's Prescott.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Now Fields. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Prescott. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Another try after the first down sack. Prescott flushed out right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Here we go.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up second down. I think you would agree. Just a good decision right there. Goes for the safe play. Gets some yardage out of it.
And showed some toughness as well. As you noted, he stayed right in there. Saw the rush was coming. Hung in there, took the hit, dumped it out to the outside, and now they pick up some yardage, and you have a back that's grateful to you and will continue to make plays.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First down throw for Prescott. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice gain there for a first down.
Prescott on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Here's Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Jones. And a Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there. So I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
On second and goal, Prescott, touchdown, Cowboys! From 3 yards out, and now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off near the 34. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. After the penalty, it's Jones. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll go again to Jones. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Prescott now.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Second and 8 coming up.
Again, it's Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Tucker's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Glover. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Glover, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st down, Glover. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Glover. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Now a handoff as they run left side. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 5. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. This would put them in the NFC title game. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And now here's a carry heading left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And foreseeing completion on 1st down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Choose the mic, man.
Off play action, Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, and that's so close to being intercepted. That could have been a big turnover in overtime if he had held on. Instead, though, it is still 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Glover. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 45 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. Glover, and he's taken down inside the 30. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
Now they try the right side here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. They'll try the left side. It's Glover, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Rosa's kick is good. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here in the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Here's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff here to his running back. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. A give to Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And what can Prescott do in the OT? And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Prescott. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially keep this game alive in OT. And he got it. It's good. They answer with a field goal of their own to send this game into sudden death. Well, this one certainly has not lacked for intrigue. Let's keep playing. What do you say?
Fine by me. I'm loving what we're seeing here. This is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive, not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Slam.
They'll keep it on the ground. Glover. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4. Prescott. A check down here to Jones. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I see you over there. You scared?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Four yards remain for 2nd down. The give is to Jones. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever we we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Short yardage, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he'd stand in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. To throw is Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. How about that, partner? Not only a 4th down conversion in a tie game, a 4th down conversion in overtime in a tie game.
And so many factors go into making that call, and a lot of it is a head coach feeling the rhythm and understanding his team. Sometimes we think, okay, we better get this done right now. We might not have enough left if we let this game extend. Let's go get it, end it, and get a victory.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 39, Prescott. Flushed out right. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Glover. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this is into enemy territory at the 45. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a give, right side. Glover. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Glover, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Fields. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
And a loose football. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Fields now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll try the left side. Glover. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And right now it all rests on the right foot of Aldrick Rosas. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
Point A, B, and C.
Second and 7.
Prescott now from the 50.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, it's Glover, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. On play action, Fields. He's got Johnson. Oh, he bowls over him. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual.
I know. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
To throw is Fields.
Finding room at the 30, and all the way up to the 35-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback.
And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. And now here's a carry heading left. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Back to throw. Fields.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Looking to throw. Fields. Flush to his right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And here's Jones again on second down.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Jones. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say: get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And that is no good. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Off the play fake. Fields rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there in overtime. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Now they try the right side here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Watch the safety creep.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
Now the Bears will fight on another week as we say so long, everybody.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.